sure you must have observed, bee, that means the bees, going from flower to flower, from plant to plant. And you wonder what they do. I think they are cross-pollinating. The purpose of bee is to cross-pollinate, and bee is going to be an endangered species. They say that if bees die in the world, the civilization ends. You must have also perhaps looked once upon a time up in the sky and see the V formation of the geese. There is a lead goose, and the other geese are flapping there. You know what they're doing? They're providing the aerodynamic force to the lead goose so that that lead goose can find a body of water. And you must have also seen ants. In Florida, it is a very common thing. You see the bee, ants coming, they touch each one, it's like a bumper to bumper. What they do? An early riser ant goes into a sugary source and finds a sugary source and takes some, and they call a social stomach. And they pass it on a little drop of sugar to the next bee. And then tell that the source is there. What they're doing, they're providing information to a next ant where the source of food is there. Distinguished Ghostmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and the welcome guest, they are interacting. Each living and moving species interact within themselves and interact with the environment. So today, I don't want to go into the details of the other species, but I want to talk about us, the human species. How do we interact and what is it all about? Interaction is inevitable. If you're living and if you're moving, you cannot not interact. You will interact. How do we interact is more important. When we interact, either we can create war or we can create peace. Either we can pass on the compassion or hatred. So interaction. But I want to take you to a model called Johari's window. Now Johari is a funny name, but there are two psychologists in the 1950s by name Joe and Harrison. They created a interaction model which is universally applicable in any setting, either in person to person, from wife and husband, from friend to friend, or corporations. Johari's window is an interaction model, and if it is applied in a way that it has been said, then we will be able to create an optimal interaction pattern in the world that can lead to peace, love, and compassion. Now, the window has 4 panes. One, there is something about you that you know and others know, like family and friends. Now we know that we are Toastmasters, but when I came here before 4 months ago, you didn't know me. But now that you know who am I, my name is a long name, and I'm B. Yeah. Right? So you know that I'm B, and I know that I'm B. So that is something, this is the pen that we have to reach. That's the optimal pen. But there is other pen that is called something about you that you know but others don't know. That is your private tribulations, your secrecies. But in the Toastmaster setting, when you do the icebreakers, you tell other people who you are, right? And then we know through your icebreaker what we did not know about you. And we have seen everybody in this room who have given icebreakers that we know about Jay now, we know about everybody else who has given icebreaker. So that is in an environment of compassion, understanding, we come to know what other people did not know before. So the other window is that something about you that you know but that others know but you don't know. Breathe that like a bad breath. After a garlicky dinner, my wife gives me, I'm driving her back, she gives me a mint, which is a hint. Yeah. But because we are so close and there is an intimacy, she is able to tell us. And I said a funny story about that. I was giving a counseling session in a group in New York, and my zip was I didn't know. But there was a client, he said, Mr. B. But it requires the element of comfort. As you become more comfortable, you will become more open. And the final one is now I tell you a very interesting story, and it's a serious story in a way that when we do not know what other must know, we won't appreciate this. Stephen Covey is a management guru, and you would have Sunday he wrote a very New York Times bestseller a book called 7 Habits of Successful People, and he was in a New York subway, and he sees a person with 3 kids coming in, and he sits nearby Steve, and these 3 kids are very rambunctious. They were bumping into people were very annoyed, and then Steve just elbowed the guy and say, man, sir, your kids are kind of unruly. Say, I'm sorry. And he said, I just borrowed them from the hospital. I wanted to see that dying mother, and she just died half an hour ago. And I'm sorry. And he said in such a way that the other people in the car listened. And all of a sudden, who people were disliking, there was an element of compassion. Because these people didn't know what he knew. So it happens in our life. When we tell people something about us that they don't know, their perception changes. So the other thing is that others do not know, and you also do not know. And I have a very funny story. I was working with an autistic group, and the kid was playing harmonica, and we didn't know, but he didn't know. So my point is that this is a model. If we can apply in our real life, we can improve on this point.